Netflix didn't just compete with Blockbuster, it killed it. And the craziest part, Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix. Today, Blockbuster is gone. Netflix controls how the world watches entertainment. But this story didn't start with billion-dollar deals or Silicon Valley power. It started with a $40 late fee and one quiet man who hated broken systems. Reed Hastings grew up in Boston, quiet kid who never saw himself as special. He loved puzzles, logic, and anything that challenged his brain. While other kids followed trends, Reed followed curiosity. He became obsessed with understanding how systems worked: machines, codes, and even people. That early focus on structure would later become the secret weapon behind Netflix's unique culture. Before he ever touched technology, Reed joined the Marine Corps' officer training program. It was demanding and pushed him beyond his limits. Although he eventually chose a different path, the experience taught him resilience and calm under pressure, qualities that would later help him navigate Netflix through some of its toughest storms. Seeking deeper purpose, Reed joined the Peace Corps and traveled to Swaziland to teach math. Living in a rural community opened his eyes to responsibility, humility, and human connection. He often said that teaching in Swaziland taught him more about leadership, communication, and patience than any business experience ever could. When Reed returned to the United States, he studied computer science at Stanford. He soon launched his first company, Pure Software. But as it grew, Reed realized he was struggling. He didn't yet know how to manage a rapidly scaling company. After a merger, he left with valuable experience and painful lessons about leadership, culture, and innovation. Then came the moment that changed everything. Reed rented Apollo 13 and forgot to return it. The result? A $40 late fee. Annoyed and embarrassed, he asked himself, why is renting movies still so painful? Around the same time, he discovered DVDs: light, durable, and perfect for shipping. That spark of irritation became the birth of Netflix. Reed shared the idea with his friend Mark Randolph. To test it, they mailed a CD to Reed's house, hoping it wouldn't break. When it arrived safely, they knew the idea could work. In 1997, they launched Netflix, a DVD by mail rental service built on one promise: no late fees, no due dates, no frustration, just convenience delivered to your doorstep. But the beginning wasn't easy. Investors doubted the idea. Customers weren't used to renting movies online, and Blockbuster dominated the market with thousands of stores. Reed kept pushing, constantly improving the service. His belief was simple: fail fast, learn fast, and innovate faster than the competition could react. In 2000, Netflix was running out of money. Reed flew to Blockbuster and offered to sell the entire company for $50 million. Blockbuster executives laughed and said no. That rejection became a turning point. If the giant wouldn't buy Netflix, Netflix would defeat the giant. Reed returned home more determined than ever. Reed introduced a monthly subscription model: unlimited rentals, one flat price, no late fees. Customers loved it. This simple shift destroyed Blockbuster's late fee-driven business model. While Blockbuster clung to the past, Reed focused on the future. Netflix's subscriber base began to grow faster than anyone expected. But Reed wasn't finished. He believed streaming would replace DVDs, even when internet speeds were slow and investors thought the idea was ridiculous. Still, Reed insisted on investing heavily in streaming technology. His mindset was clear: the future won't wait for us. This bold early move positioned Netflix ahead of every competitor. Then came the biggest disaster. In 2011, Netflix split its DVD service into a separate brand called Quickster and raised prices. Customers exploded with anger. Millions threatened to cancel. Netflix's stock crashed by almost 80%. Reed publicly apologized, admitting the mistake and reversing the decision. His willingness to take responsibility helped Netflix regain trust. After the crisis, Reed pushed Netflix into producing original content. Hollywood laughed at the idea of a tech company making shows, but Reed believed data could help Netflix choose stories audiences really wanted. When House of Cards released in 2013, It became a massive global hit and proved Netflix wasn't just a platform, it was a studio. After that success, Netflix launched Stranger Things, Narcos, The Crown, Money Heist, and many more. Each hit attracted millions of new subscribers. Netflix expanded into more than 190 countries. Reed's vision transformed Netflix into a global entertainment powerhouse that reshaped how stories are created and consumed around the world. Reed also became famous for his unique company culture. Netflix embraced radical transparency, high responsibility, and almost no rules. Employees could take unlimited vacation and make huge decisions without waiting for approval. Reed believed if you hire great people, you should trust them like adults. This culture helped Netflix innovate faster than any competitor. By the time Netflix reached over 260 million subscribers, its influence was undeniable. The company changed movie theaters, reshaped TV networks, and forced giant studios like Disney and Warner Bros. To build their own streaming platforms. Reed had not only built a company, he had sparked an entire industry revolution. As Netflix expanded, Reed faced global challenges, regulations, censorship issues, and cultural differences. But instead of retreating, he adapted. Netflix began producing local language hits in Korea, Spain, India, and more. Shows like Money Heist and Squid Game proved that great stories could cross borders and unite global audiences. Reed also invested heavily in Netflix's recommendation algorithms. Using advanced machine learning, the platform learned viewers' tastes and predicted what they might enjoy next. This technology became one of Netflix's biggest strengths, keeping users engaged for hours and making Netflix feel uniquely personal to each subscriber. In recent years, Reed stepped down from the CEO role, passing leadership to new hands. But his influence remains everywhere in the company's culture, strategy, and bold decision-making. Reed Hastings didn't just build Netflix, he built the blueprint for the future of digital entertainment. His story proves that one idea, fueled by frustration, can change the world. So the next time you open Netflix, remember the journey behind it, a $40 late fee, and a man brave enough to challenge the system. If you enjoyed this biography, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment whose story you want next. Because behind every global icon is a story waiting to be told, and your next request might be the one we bring to life.